Hello, shalom, peace. Yesterday was just sent something by Brother Alton, and I believe I wanted to share it with you. I've heard it before. It's actually something preached by T.D. Jakes. It's something that's powerful and something that's very relevant for relationships. He was speaking on the fact that if a man, especially if you got a 9 to 5 situation, if a man is at home and he is the breadwinner, you usually have a problem. Now the reality is you probably um, the reality is though that he, you know, I'm sorry, let me text this person real quick. So, but yeah, so if a man has, issues or, or I'm sorry, if a man is at home and he's the breadwinner, usually have a problem. Now, if you have a system or a business or something that works where your man can be at home, it's not necessarily the case, right? But for a lot of people, if a man's going to be the breadwinner, he cannot be at home. That means that he has to be out in the world doing what he can to make sure that he secures a great future for his family, right? um and so, but you need him. You need him to be in your life. You need him to speak words of relevance. You need him to make sure that he helps out. You need him to make sure that he's aware of what's going on. You need him to sow into you, but you need the instruction. Yet he has to go out. And here is the irony, the ironic situation. There's the rub, whichever way we'd like to go, is that while you need your husband at home, you're going to need him out making sure that he causes security. If he's going to be out causing security, then he cannot be at home. He can make you feel secure when he is at home, but also um, his main foundation, his main thing that brings security is going to be that which comes outside of his house. I know there's some people where your husband is the stay-at-home husband and all that. Different people have different situations. The reality, though, for many is that you're looking for somebody to cause security, but he's not going to be at home, right? This is why you must respect the husband in his position. For a while, he might not be at home as much as you want him to be at home. He is working and he is toiling and he's putting his body on the line so that you can have a better situation, so that you can have a better way of life. He's literally putting his body on the line, and the prime time for him to make the money is going to be when he's younger, 20s, 30s, 40s, possibly 50s. And then what happens with a lot of men is that that's not respected, or we're always talked about how we're not giving this, we're not romantic enough, or we're not involved enough, we're not making sure that there's words that are being said. He does have to realize how to be able to make those things part of the equation. However, give him a little bit of slack if he's going to be out and he's going to make sure that you're secure. And I'm not saying you can't work. I'm not saying this, but that is his main duty, is to make sure you're secure. And when we secure things, it means we have to cause a perimeter. Even if we're talking about, forget the job, we're just talking about in life. If I have land, right, I have to make sure that my family knows that I secure the perimeter, right? I have to make sure my family knows, okay, he'll build the fence. I have to make sure my family's aware of, okay, he'll make sure that he, is going to make sure that nobody can just come in. When we get ready to go on long trips and stuff, I have to be the last one to come out of the house, because I have to make sure everything's secure in a manner that I believe, but make sure that what we leave will be protected when we get back, or that somebody else can watch over what's protected. If the yard needs to be done, it's really supposed to be me. My wife might put the flowers in place, but I'm supposed to make sure that it's cut low enough that it won't be problematic. Right? There's a lot of things that are going to be going on to where you're as your husband is going to have to make sure he's out there, right? So although the other things, which we talked about plenty, not only on Patreon, but in other platforms and other lives and everything, there are plenty of things that you're going to be looking for in your husband, but don't hold it against him if he's not always giving you everything that you think that you should get right off the bat, or there's some days that he needs to rest, because his toiling is a sign of your security. His toiling is affection. It's not the only affection you deserve. However, his toiling is affection. So when those things are put together and those things are in position, those things are in place, now you begin to grow as a couple. When you realize that when he goes out to toil, when he goes out to talk to those people who are talking bad, when he goes out to sometimes have to fight for you, right? When he goes out after having a long day, but he says, I'll still take the children now so you can have a day off, go ahead, do your nails and things of that nature. That's the reason why he's looking for that big piece of chicken or whatever, right? That's the respect. that he's looking for, not because he thinks that that's all you're great for, right? But it's a way of you showing him respect, right? His affection is the respect that you show. His affection is even the sex that's given in the bedroom. His affection is that while nobody in the world sees that this house is on a foundation, we as the house, we as the family, we look down, we honor you and respect what you're doing for us. So just wanted to share that with you all. Thought that was a great video. I've heard it before. When it hit me this time, it hit me in my heart, and I felt that I should share. Hopefully you got something from it. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Shalom. Peace.